for Sun Prodigy!
Hello and welcome everybody to the OSL Athens division. I'm not a Valve Game, joined here on production by Nova Shark. It's just me today. So, you're gonna have to suffer with just my voice and only my voice. We've got the Djungleskogs versus the King's Court here. And we've got, a bit of an interesting matchup. Not exactly who I expected to play in certain roles here. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if they're dead serious about having Jaggy and Kaizo in the roles that they do. But they do. So we'll see if that actually pans out. Both these teams have some, pretty big names on it. You see Snatty on the side of TKC, as well as Globe and Karmic on the side of the Skogs. So I'm going to have to see how these picks and bans run out. But I want to say before we start that in-band gods by the league currently, the Morgan and Aladdin, who was literally added 5 minutes ago, will not be allowed to be played in these games. So Ares and Chalk are going to be the first two banaways. Relatively simple, relatively normal from these two picks. Chalk, very good damage character, also very good tank character. Ares, a very good tank character that sets up very well for a lot of different damage characters in the game. So it's good to see that getting taken off the board. We'll see what the Skogs go for next. They could just get rid of something like Kali, and they do get rid of Kali. Princess Bari will probably be the next ban away by TKC, but they do decide to go to the Guan Yu, which is another support taken off the board. This Guan Yu recently has kind of shifted to this one-button character kind of style. As much as I hate to say it, he's shifted into a sort of I press heal and my teammates do everything else. So they're taking that away from the Skogs, taking it away from Doomed. I think it's a very good idea. We look now and see what the Skogs might return with. I don't think they're going to ban Princess Bari because they might be playing for it, but they could very well ban Princess Bari. I think that is on their mind, but it is going to be the Pele. Pele, a very powerful jungler, can also flex into mid, can flex into solo, so it's a very flexible character that can, shift between a couple of different ways. We have TKC now with their ban. There are a few picks that they could look towards. This Agni, this Bari. Two that come to mind. Hunbats is another one that comes to mind. Aladdin being out means that character is no longer, up for consideration. But we'll have to see what they look to get rid of. With Jaggy in support, the first thing that comes to mind to me is like Apollo support, just because of who Jaggy is. But the Susano ban away means that they're definitely trying to play for something. Princess Bari could just go straight to the Skogs. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see that at all. TKC will likely respond with something along the lines of, you could go Neath Uller if you'd like, which gives you a very good, very high burst damage backline. You do lose out on some objective shred, but the amount of burst that gives the intelligence building Neath mid and the Uller just building, the caster style burst assassin character that he is. Not the traditional carry that you normally see, but he does, fit a similar role. And I hit it right on the money. I'm so good at this, man. Anyway, the Skogs are going to return back, and there are a couple things that come to mind here that you may want to go towards. The Ganesha is something that you could look at because it's just overall a very strong support. Those Dharmic Pillars, something you could look at. Kar could also take it, or Globe could also take it into the mid lane. It's a very flexible character with that aspect. So you've got options there with the Ganesha. But you also could just go the traditional Ganesha support, that silence, that AoE around you. Literally, you stand next to me and I give you protections for existing. That's pretty cool. But Mordred is a pick that I'm honestly not surprised to see at all. Kar likes this Mordred a lot. And him going to it, defaulting to it in the solo lane is, pretty expected. The Nemesis, though, going to Karmic is interesting. I've seen Karmic play Nemesis in the solo lane, where he normally plays, going the Aspect, and I wonder if he's going to take the Aspect in the jungle. I don't think he will. Karmic is not one to... Karmic's a guy who in this game specifically, innovates. He creates like what he thinks is a good build, and he goes with it. Right? I don't think he's gonna go anything too crazy with the aspect Nemesis going like wild with it, but he could pull out something crazy. Ganesha Kabrakan, a very strong front line for TKC. And then you've got the protection shred from the Ganesha. You've got the AoE protection provision. Yes. Ganesha can give you a lot of protection if you are this Neith or this Uller. And the Kabrakan, a very strong solo laner. He's got really good lane pressure. And, you know, I know a thing or two about lane control. But the Kabrakan, very good clear, very good damage, very good lane pressure. So he, you know, can lock that down. Even into the Mordred, he can trade back into that character and can go Phoenix Shield first and prevents Mordred from, you know, itemizing into that. We see Agni and Baron Samdi, which makes me wonder what alignment they're going to go with in terms of the Bari and the Agni, because this Baron Samdi's going support. I mean, I don't think you're putting anybody else there. The Agni could go mid, but I do think it's going to go to Mario Bro. Every time I see Agni on a team with Mario Bro, he just kind of has it. It just goes into his hands, and he plays it well. This Agni character is something that is a pickup and you frag on. He just kind of does what you need him to do. Princess Bari going to Globe would be something that's nice to see, because we usually see this Bari going to the duo lane. It was in the mid initially, but it goes towards the duo side now. Thor will be the final pickup, going to NMR, most likely, unless we see something real spicy. But Thor will be going to NMR, more than likely, which allows him to kind of chase down this Bari, lock down this Bari into more walls, which is something that Bari doesn't like, running into walls. But both these compositions do relatively the same thing. They want a team fight. Obviously, you have a bit more pick potential with TKC's team, the Uller Axe, into the wall, into the cage, right? You got the Neith ultimate, which makes it impossible to 1v1 as a jungler. It also opens up kill avenues that you could look towards. This Neith ultimate is a constant threat on the map that C-Host can just provide. Granted, it could also go to the dual lane. I do still think it is Jaggy playing ADC. I think they are lying to us, but I could be wrong. So it is a bit of a, you know, mystery in the air that we'll learn together. But we'll see. We will see. This Ganesha also just does not seem like it. I've seen Jaggy play Ganesha, and I'll leave that to your imagination. But we won't have to leave this game to our imagination any longer as we head into the game now. We'll find out if they're lying. Are they lying? They were. I knew it. Anyway, the little emoji thing that is the name next to the Uller, that is Jaggy, and I will be referring to him as such because I'm not going to try to speak that. Anyway, the composition's kind of shaped out exactly as I thought they were going to. It is just a, you know, traditional sort of Agni ADC. I say traditional Agni ADC, but it's because of this aspect. The aspect of combustion, I believe, or fumulation. I can't remember the name of it. I think fumulation's chalk. What is the Agni aspect? Please help me, production. The Agni aspect name. What is it? Combustion. I knew it. I was right. I shouldn't doubt myself. But this aspect has enabled Agni to kind of play in this role. The Agni now builds into a more, you know, traditional hunter build, the Devourer's Gauntlets, maybe an Odysseus bow, maybe a Sunbeam bow. You can look towards a lot of this stuff, and it just works. Magical defense items don't really give you the same, you know, level of protection as a lot of the split defense or physical defense items, so you're not really loving it too much. But we'll have to see exactly how Mario Bro itemizes. We see in this lane against Uller, it's going to be a bit more treacherous for an Agni. Granted, the Agni can trade into the Uller decently well, but Uller has fight back. A lot of the time, this Agni does kind of just out-pressure a lot of these early game hunters, but Uller can certainly fight back after a point. The lane clear is pretty much dead even off the mark with that axe, but, you know, it's a give and take here. Looks like there is going to be a bit of a walk-up now from Kaizo, trying to get a little bit of pressure on Mario Bro, but he has to be careful with all this damage he's about to take from the Agni. Mid lane, though, there looks to be a fight on this mid-Harpy, or mid-speed buff. It does go to Karmic, though, so NMR is going to have to, you know, hold the fact that he does not get his speed. No, actually, he does get the speed. Never mind, I lied. It went to Karmic. Because both of them started their speed. So, they both got the speed, and Karmic got that second one. Dual buff being contested, but secured by Kaizo that time. That time I knew. That time I could see it. But this dual lane, I expect it to kind of be the focal point, because I don't think Neith or Bari want the lane to be focused around them. I might see some pressure onto Bari from the store, but I don't think you really want to fight in the lane with Neith just solely because of this World Weaver. You want to fight away from Neith so she can apply that pressure with that global ultimate. So dual lane is probably the prime target, because, to be honest, once Car hits 5, you're not killing Mordred. Pursue the Weak is one, a good fighting tool, but 2, a massive safety tool that allows Mordred to just go down an entire lane, go through walls, get an absurd safety. It's just a very difficult gank to pull off. And with this Phantom Shell, he's not getting stuck behind any walls. It's just not going to go well. So they're going to look to play around this dual lane, specifically on this Agni. I also did not realize this until now. Doom Sauce has the Aspect. Aspect of Hysteria. He's not a healer anymore. I think this is... How do I put this in a way that doesn't make me seem like I'm toxic? A very bad idea. In the Baron Samedi support specifically, I understand what, like, the threat of this is, but I just don't think it works in this role. You're trying to provide your teammates with, you know, that enhanced movement speed, with that healing you have here. Looks like we're going to have a bit of healing that NMR needs. Some good trade for Karmic, but Karmic's going to walk away. There's nothing to invade just yet. This Aspect of Hysteria on Doom Sauce is shocking, to say the least. It gives you a little bit of extra poke, but seems like he's in danger now. Doom Sauce gonna be able to walk away. Kaizo taking a very worse for wear right now. Gonna have to reset off of that. I'm gonna have to see this Aspect of Hysteria is really gonna have to prove to me that it's worth him sacrificing the whole support, like the main support draw to Baron Samedi, which is this healing. The setup and the healing he has, you're taking away one chunk of that. Charging up the Neith ult. I think he's just staring. He's gonna shoot at Doom Sauce or Mario Bro here. They're waiting, though. They don't want to just give it away immediately. But it looks like Car's going to go down. He shot it at Car, and Car falls. I didn't see him release it. That's perfectly fine, though. They get the first blood on to Seahost, which is actually pretty big. Kaizo wants to get aggressive here. He grabs Doom, saw some good damage going into him. But no follow-up just yet. Never mind. Over the top, arrow puts him down. Thor's up in the sky, though. He's looking to see if he can catch Karmic, but he's way too far out of range. He'll land back down, right in earshot of Karmic, to make sure that they know he's on the way. He's able to cover this. The speed buff is what Karmic's looking for now. Seahost is on the way, but there's good damage that was meant to Seahost. Right there. Karmic does secure the speed buff, I believe. No, he does not. Now we're in danger. Karmic getting gone on, but is also trading back in. Takes down NMR. Kaizo's here on the back end, but he's got to be careful. There is a slowdown onto Karmic. Karmic needs to try to make something happen here. He got one. He's buying time for himself. The shield does not come up in time, and Seahost gets another one for his trouble. Karmic getting a kill there is actually really, really bad for the King's Court, because that's just... NMR is just dead and not able to continue his farm. Karmic doesn't get the successful invade, but it stops the momentum. NMR has to come back to this side of the map and he's getting one camp. And now his jungle flow is really messed up. His pathing, he's now heading over towards this right side. And it looks like on the right side there was already, you know, the buffs were secured and whatnot. Mario Bro getting grabbed, the beads are forced, able to stun out Kaizo, so no more aggression comes his way. Doom Sauce on the way back to make sure his ADC doesn't go under much more threat. But now we're at a bit of an impasse. There was a bit of action, but now I think the teams are going to calm out and let it, you know, rest for a little while. The Uller going the Hydra's Lament first. I do like that production has pointed that out. This has kind of been the standard for Uller after, you know, Transcendence has kind of really fallen off. And now Hydra's Lament just kind of gives you everything you want. It gives you more damage, it allows you to do basic attack damage. It sees a lot more than basic attack damage coming down on the Globe. Good ability damage. The ultimate burned by both mid laners. The Globe does not fall just yet. It seems like he's trying to greed for this next wave. Some good damage going down on NMR, but nothing too crazy. They're looking to tag down Karmic, but Karmic seems perfectly fine with that. I am curious, because Globe's build is very, very strange for the Bard. I say strange, but this isn't strange. This is very, very TKC-esque. This is a team with Seahost and Jaggy on it, and they like doing objectives early and often. Seahost securing that gold free before the Skogs can even show up. And back to the Bari build, though. It is a very interesting build for sure. This is not traditionally what we see the Baris build. It's the Bari usually goes a more strength-focused build. The Serrated Edge is usually what they see. Maybe a Devourer's Gauntlet in that slot instead. Good damage going down on the Jaggy. Jaggy under a lot of threat. Sunbeam Bow popped, but NMR's here, and you're going to be seeing the sun real quick because you're going right to the grave. Doomsaw's trying to bring in Jaggy, but he will not tag him. Kaizo looking to wait for this grab to come back up to snag him. Doesn't get him just yet, but Doomsauce is on, looking for the kill. Believe the Sunder came down, looking to finally finish Kaizo. But it's not going to be enough. NMR double tap brings him down. He will fall. No kill going to the side of the Skogs, and TKC get 2 more. All of these should go to Nemesis. Okay, they did. That's actually a really good shout. The Ancile right there out of Kaizo first. That is very interesting. Because of how the damage is applied on the side of the Skogs, it is magical and then basic attack damage. Most of their damage is magical basic attack damage. Granted, Bari does a lot of ability damage, but she also does a ton of basic attack damage. Agni's damage is going to come through a lot of his basic attacks. This Ancile first is going to allow him to just reduce that damage baseline. It's a decent first item magical defense too. Looks like they're going to try to get aggressive here. The Ancile popped. They're looking to get on the Globe, but Seaho's off the mark with that too. Doesn't matter though. The Age is burned, and so is the Dance. The Dance is not enough to save Globe. It stalls for a little bit, but it is not enough to save him permanently. Looks like NMR's trying to tag him. Carr on the run. Pursue the Weak, trying to tag down the members of TKC. He takes up Kaizo. Kaizo in the sky. Kaizo will not fall just yet. The silence is there. Locking down Carr. Carr falls. Man, that was brutal. Absolutely brutal right there. I saw what TKC was trying to make something happen. They obviously got caught after doing those elementals. They were looking to, you know, make something out of nothing. And Carr, I think Carr just has to take the way out there. Use the Pursue the Weak to get out. He was looking for the kill on Kaizo, for sure. But even if he gets that kill, he's dead there no matter what. And if he doesn't kill Kaizo, Ganesha has the funny Ohm button. So now you're just kind of dead. That's kind of what happened. Seahost just put a ton of damage into Doomsauce. Because Doomsauce walked up to Neath, unfortunately. That's kind of just how it is. Maybe I'll finally be able to get to relax and, you know, talk about certain things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about this Bari build. Bari usually builds strength. This time around, though, she's building intelligence. She's building cooldown, which is a very interesting way to take it, especially because of how Bari's damage is usually applied. Obviously, basic attacks are a big part of it, but a lot of the time it is this reverberant steps, this third ability. She dashes, and then she looks to get that passive active and dash again. That's how she usually applies a lot of her damage. And this time around, it looks like she's just trying to get those cooldowns as often as possible. It looks like she's going Desolation second? Possibly. So, we'll have to see how Globe goes further with this build. Seahost, on the other hand, this is as standard as Neath builds get in the mid lane. Some Neaths go like Book of Thoth or like Doom Orb or something like that, but Spirit Desolation Chronos Pendant is just cooldown, cooldown, cooldown. We'll see if we're putting this ultimate on cooldown, possibly. We're charging up, standing in front of him, but Thor's up in the sky. Thor's looking to land down. Doomsauce is just waiting for Thor to land down. He lands down on Karmic on this left side, and that's a combo. That is the combo, the classic combo. Neath ultimate finds him. There is no 1v1 when it's the Neath in the game. Popped, put down, Karmic falls. Gold Fury being picked up again, as this Queen Naga is also being picked up. This is 2 hunters on this. Mario Bro floating around the side, but he's looking to not get caught. Kaizo gets caught, though. Decent damage going to the Kaizo, but is it going to be enough? This Ganesha dash is not up, which means Kaizo's probably going to fall. The Ancile used, but Kaizo will slip away. Gold Fury secured by Jaggy. Jaggy going to be able to get out, but he's returning damage on the Globe because Globe was looking for some kills. He doesn't get the Neath. Kaizo's out, and everything's going wrong for the Skogs right now. It is a brutal time for the Skog because they keep trying to make something happen. It looks like Snatty's trying to make something happen. Pursue the Weak decides that no, nothing is going to happen. Oh, World Weaver's coming through. World Weaver came back up because of the funny cooldown items. So, car falls. Our mans are trying to be secured here. Seahouse steals it away, even through the Sunder. It wasn't even anybody's Sunder who was relevant. That was Kaizo's Sunder. But it doesn't matter. Seahouse takes it. Karmic falls, and this is danger zone right now. Seahouse trying to chase down. Globe gets the leap away from that wind sprite, and the rest of them slam their head into the wall, looking like fools right now. But, it's not going to be enough to catch him. Looks like they're trying to catch out Doomsauce. Doomsauce level 7 in this about to reach 12-minute game. They do get that red buff for himself and his boys. But, man, they really, the Skogs really need some time to farm back up.
Your middle tower's under attack.
I am... Right now, if I'm the Skogs, my whole focus is just getting my farm and trying to make sure I catch up. I do not want to fight anymore. Because now I'm down so much. I'm down about 7,000 gold at 12 minutes, which is not looking too hot. You've got 2 Gold Furies that are picked up on the side of the King's Court, which means they're faster, their minions are stronger. It's a grim sight right now. Because you see, look at Car's build. Car's a full item down. You see that NMR is about half an item up. Half an item on Seahouse. Give or take an item and a half on Kaizo. An item, I'll say. Whereas Jaggy and Mario Bros are somewhat even, but it looks like we're trying to even out the scores by making him get ahead. I say even, and NMR comes down and makes sure that he remembers that we're still ahead. Despite the fact that Mario Bros wanted that solo kill, he was not going to get it. He falls right down. Jaggy getting one for himself, I believe. This is not looking too hot. I wouldn't say it's not over by any means, but this is real brutal. This is, oh no.
Your left tower is under attack.
They're waiting behind the rock. They're gonna try and catch Mario Bro here. Mario Bro's walking up to it. We'll see if we can find him. Karmic might spot this out before they do. He's hugging the wall. He's gonna get Thorwald. No, he sees it. The World Weaver comes down. They tag him. He dashes away. He's safe for now. They completely messed up. That's a skill issue by TKC. Respectfully, that's a skill issue. They completely threw that away. Looks like a bit of an engagement, though. Doomsauce is caught in the middle of everybody. But it doesn't seem like they want the fight. Kaizo does, and now Jaggy does as well. You see the Dharmic Pillars come down. Globe looking to get gone on, but it seems like Kaizo's the one getting gone on. Neath coming in with a ton of damage. Karmic takes all that damage, but it doesn't matter because Kaizo falls down. And the whole of King's Court has to back away. These 3 are so low right now that they got to leave. And if they get caught here, this is a gigantic shutdown if they find NMR. They're looking to try and catch him. There's no dash to catch up. Snatty solos out Car on the right side, but Jaggy's dead, and that's a big pickup out of the side of the Skogs. If NMR dies there, by the way, that is an even more gigantic turnaround. NMR's up in the sky. Do they hear this? I believe they do. He's looking for Mario Bro. I don't see why you would land on Doom. It looks like he's just going to land on Doom to kill Doom. No, he gets stunned out, CC'd down, but it doesn't matter. Doomsauce falls, and now you're giving the kill to Mario Bro. That is a gigantic shutdown right there. Snatty has decided to come over, though. He's looking to try to catch out Mario Bro, but Ganesha does not hit the grab, so it's not a successful kill right there. Globe had to reset, so this is going to be a Gold Fury pull once again for the King's Court. King's Court going to be able to shred this down relatively quickly, and it doesn't look like, even with the Dharma Pillars now, it doesn't look like there's any contention coming out to the Skogs.
The enemy team has destroyed the Gold
Easy
Fury.
secure right there. Mordred using the ultimate here. They're looking for Fire Giant. That's what they're doing. That's all they're doing with it. This is an ambitious play because of how behind they are. This is a desperation play right now. And it looks like this is something that they don't realize. TKC does not realize that this is going on. There's no ward on it. There's nothing. Snatty doesn't even hear it. He hears it now. He heard the Fire Giant proc, but it looks like Mario Bros already finished it off, and the Fire Giant is secured. This is a good catch-up. This helps them stabilize a bit. Helps them stabilize, and it helps them, you know, gather themselves into a position that's much more comfortable. So, we'll be able to, you know, play catch-up, but they have to still play this carefully. Because there is a very big chance that one of them just gets caught and still dies. See, Doomsauce is a little far forward here in the mid lane, but NMR was kind of posturing to look for something, but it doesn't seem like they will. Jaggy making his way over just to get some farm. This is a stabilizing Fire Giant. There isn't going to be any aggression out of the Skogs here. The Skogs are just looking to farm up, be safe, and they don't want to really. You don't really want to fight into a Fire Giant team. Looks like they're going to go for this mid T1. They're going to see if they can make them fight. Just going to push this through. Charge up on the Neathel and fire out onto Mario Bro just because he can. Slow him down a little bit. It's nice. To just stall. Mario Bro still getting the push on. He's going to continue. He might. Karmic's over on the side. The silence comes through, but it looks like they are looking for the fight. Karmic takes a good deal of damage, but the beads are burned. Pursue the Weak comes in, and he tags one, but the beads are used in response. We're looking to pull in Snatty. Snatty gets pulled, but is it going to be enough? Karmic gets put down. The dagger gets picked up by Snatty, and it's falling apart a bit now. Mario Bro still pushing on this left side, but the dagger is going to resurrect Snatty, bringing him back to full health. This big tanky Kabrakan is coming back in. Carr looking to run away, but Carr does not have enough movement. He doesn't have the juke shoes. They don't fit right, so he falls right back down. This is a mid T2 going down. Mario Bro's looking for Phoenix. Dangerous, though, for Doomsauce. Doomsauce gets grabbed, tossed, and put into the dirt real quick. They will get it. It looks like Snatty's resetting to try to stop this Phoenix push. But I don't think we'll be here in time. Mario Bro's still getting some good damage onto it. He will be able to finish off the Phoenix in time, hopefully for the Skogs. He will. Now he's backing away. This mid Phoenix still under threat. Globe, the sole defender. Now that Karmic's here, this is a possibility that they pick on Kaizo. Kaizo does fall from the bounce away, tagged by the Bari bounce bell. It's easy pickup for Globe right there. Fire Giant's still on 2 for another 80 seconds, give or take. So, you've got a bit of breathing room. But you did lose a Phoenix. You did get the best Phoenix in return, which is nice. It's nice because you still have you've got breathing room, a lot of breathing room, because the rest of the map still has T1s up. Looks like Snatty's trying to clear out the T1 on the side of dual lane, but Mario Bro is here to clear out this next wave, get a bit more farm up. Doomsauce hugging the wall to get the rest of this farm too, and he will. The Skogs are holding on. The Skogs aren't just, giving in and letting the game happen around them. Granted, this lead is pretty big, just under 5,000 gold. But it's closing. It was 7,000 before. So they're trying to close the gap. This Ancient Fury is going to be the next point of contention, though. You see how they're posturing around it now. Karmic is going to be late, and so is Snatty. But it looks like the Skogs want to pull this. The Skogs are pulling this. The Neath Ultimate is burned and tickles Globe a little bit. But NMR is coming from the side. He's going up into the sky to this Anvil of Dawn, and we're looking to bring down the Anvil onto somebody, and it looks like it's going to go on the car. Lands on the car. It does tag him, and he gets put into the wall, locked down, put down real quick. But the dance does stall some time. Kaizo falls because of the time that's stalled. Seahouse will pick up Globe, and Seahouse is putting some more damage into Doomsauce. Doomsauce looking pretty doomed right now, but he does tag Jaggy with that ultimate, with that coffin, so he does get the beads out of him. The wall is excellent by NMR. It's the last thing he does, his dying breath, and Jaggy tags Karmic in the skull with an axe. Easily taking him down, and that means it's going to be a full wipe, and it might be the end of the game. I don't know if they have the damage for this. They might. You have Karn 5. They're not going for it. No, they're not. It'd be a bit ambitious to go for it. It's only 21 minutes. Just about to hit 21 minutes. It would have been risky to go for it because they also just didn't have minions with them. But now they have this Gold Fury, this Ancient Fury. Be able to grab that I would have liked to see one of them go for this T1 first, just so that it's not on the T1, but, you know, you give and take.
Team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
The Skogs have some fight back, but the fight back is not going too hot at this point. We're in a bit of a situation where the Skogs now are just kind of hoping the fights go better for them. And the fights just haven't been going for them. Globe has kind of developed his build, though. It's looked like the Obsidian Shard is his next pickup. He's going into Ratatouille next. And this Bari, the player damage charts, is top on his team for sure, but I feel like they're still lacking damage on the team. Bari's obviously doing most of it, but everybody else is just dying really, really quickly and not able to do enough. Carr being at the bottom is not something you want to ever see. Your Mordred being the least player damage in the game is never something you want to see. The only person below him is the support Ganesha, who has like 2 real damaging abilities and one that does like 24 damage when you grab someone.
Your left tower has been destroyed. Your
It's pretty brutal.
is under attack.
Fire Giant being pulled now by TKC. Carr is aware of it, but Carr also does not care. Carr is clearing this next wave. It looks like Carr does care now. He's looking to see if he can get this maybe a steal away. No, he's giving up on it. The boys are nowhere around. There's no reason to throw your life away for it. Ganesha burns the ultimate. Ganesha is very low here. Karmic getting tagged by that tectonic shift. So they'll get that. There's some good damage going into Kaizo here. And the Fire Giant is stolen away because they greeted it. You gotta drop and fight. You cannot be staying there, and it looks like Snatty stayed a bit too long. Karmic picking up a kill because he tried to stick to Globe, staying too long, and now this game is looking like it's turning around. It's just, that's a TKC fumble for sure.
Middle enemy tower.
You're sticking to the Fire Giant too long. The calls are split. Not everybody's there. Animar's in La La Land. I don't know what he was doing. And, well, he's about to go to La La Land real quick because Mario Bros. Going to tag him with his bomb. It's not enough to finish him, though. Karmic gets popped by this backflip. Man. What is happening? And a Neethel. That was like a cosmetic Neethel. Wow. Oh, well, we're tagging one and we're bringing him up. The dagger is not there just yet. Use the dagger if you can. He does. He'll get the resurrect on the Doom Sauce, and there's enough damage going to Kaizo and NMR. And the whole team, except for Karmic, is here. So this is a potential Phoenix take. Snatty's back up now, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Pursue the Weak is also down. Carr did use it to get towards mid. So he may have the Severing Slice, but he does not have the Pursue the Weak. He'll slash down. They're looking to get in on this damage. If they get enough damage on the Globe, he'll fall down. But we'll see if they've got enough to kill everybody else. The beads are burned by Seahos, Doom Sauce, and Carr on the run. We see Mario Bro a fair distance away, but the route is good. Some decent healing on a Carr, but it's not enough healing. Pop! Goes the Carr right there. Seahos putting in numbers. This is a seesaw of emotions, this game, right? It's the highs for King's Court for a long time, and then suddenly the Skogs just started pushing down on the seesaw and have launched themselves back up, right? Because they pushed so hard that it knocked off King's Court by, like, throwing them up into the sky. Right? And then King's Court are pushing back down. This metaphor went 16 different ways, and I'm sorry. Gold Fury picked up now by the King's Court. Ancient Fury will be, you know, secured, locked in.
Your right tower is under
Pretty
attack.
easily. We're at a point now where everybody except for Jaggy on the side of the King's Court has their starter item. Karmic did just finish his. And it's going to be this Boomba Spear. We have the Boomba Spear on the side of not Jaggy, of NMR as well. So, we have, you know, we're reaching our points where we're getting to our strongest. Obviously, this has been a very fast-paced, very aggressive game out of the side of TKC. But there's still potential for it to slow down. Specifically here is where it can slow down. Because now we're waiting for Fire Giant. Unless we find a situation where we just kind of get a pick. It's just, we wait for Fire Giant. We don't put ourselves in a position where we get picked if we're the Skogs or if we're the King's Court. We're going to wait for Fire Giant. We'll fight around that. Theoretically, the King's Court should win that just because of the lead they have in terms of items. And in terms of just, you know, their characters, how their characters play. We want to get to a point. Our levels are now evened out completely. So our XP lead is virtually gone, but Snatty's looking to get involved now. The Dharma Pillar's come down, doesn't catch anybody, but we're looking to catch out Doomsauce. Doomsauce getting put up, put down, walls put on him. Finally, Jaggy will put an arrow right through his heart, putting him into the grave. Snatty's still on the chase, though. Snatty putting some stuns, putting CCs into Globe, but Globe able to slip away. Snatty trying to reset, but Pursue the Weak tags NMR, and NMR trying to get on the run, but the stun is good. The beads, the team beads are used there. And now Carr in a bit too deep. Cripple is good, and the silence is better to slow him down. Karmic having to slip away on the side. Dangerous still. NMR's looking for this. He gets the stun. He doesn't get the stun, and Karmic might just clown on this fool. He does take him right down, but the boys are here, and Karmic's jumping around because he knows he's screwed. Seahost is immortal in this game. This Neath. Absolutely crazy. Charging up the ultimate, the World Weaver. What are we doing here? We're just standing here menacingly? There's no way you just shoot this with nobody going on anybody, right? There's no way. I just want to shoot this guy. You know, Seahost gets the shot. We get the pillars down. We get the silence down. Can we kill Doomsauce in time? We do not kill Doomsauce in time. The backflip is good, but Snatty gets caught by that Life of the Party. Life of the Party is what he will be because the party is a funeral right there. He'll fall right down. And now we're looking for Carr. CC locked. We'll put him down again. Wall is through, and we don't have any Pursue the Weak to get through this wall. There's no shell to get us through this wall, and there's too much damage coming our way, but Carr's healing through it pretty well. Some good sustain. The Magic comes back up, and we're safe for now. That's the funny shield of the Phoenix item. And guess how much anti-heal we have on the other team? 2 items, right? And anti-heal is, you know, pretty core to Mordred. It's just that, you know, anti-heal kind of stinks sometimes. And this is one of those instances where I'm just hitting 4 people with my abilities, so I can just heal to full health. In the mid lane, we're going in on NMR. NMR having to ult away, using that Anvil of Dawn as a safety tool. Barely able to slip out of that one. Man. I really feel like this game has no business being as close as it is. The Skogs able to fight back into it. I think this is largely off the back of the sheer amount of damage Globe has been able to do, and the follow-up he's had from Mario Bro. Doomsauce has soaked a lot of cooldown, so is Carr, and it just allows them to function. Powermans are secured by the King's Court. I'm pretty sure almost every objective except for those 2 Fire Giants have gone to the King's Court. We have to be careful not to fumble this again, but Fire Giant is pulled again by the Skogs. So we'll see if the Skogs can lock this one down for themselves. Looks like Snatty's in. He will leap in with the Wind Sprite and he'll cage in too. The silence is there, but it isn't going to be enough to lock anybody down. Mordred isn't on the backside. Seahost is alone with Mordred, and this is not a favorable trade. Not favorable trade is just burning your ultimate and getting nobody with it. Good damage on the Carr, but Carr will be able to slip away just barely. Well, that fight was a gigantic nothing burger. Anyway, we just threw abilities at each other and nobody died. Oh, another fight's happening. NMR got grabbed here. NMR's getting picked, maybe? NMR tried to kill Karmic, and Karmic didn't die, and nobody's dying, and now we're staring at each other again. Snatty took a ton of damage. Doomsauce is pulling him in with the Life of the Party, trying to grab him. He does get the wall, and the beads are burned. The team beads are burned to make sure Snatty doesn't fall down. Talisman and Purification used, so that's another resource burned right there. Are we going to do anything with it, though? I need to see this now. I need to check this. Please, Mr. Novashark, can you check wards placed for me? That doesn't exist anymore? Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. We'll have to wait until after the game, because from what I've seen, Kaizo's a reformed man. I can't tell. I don't know if he's placed any wards. I haven't been watching his consumable slots, because I've been too focused on saying things. Right now, they're full of things that aren't wards, and it looks like we're trying to fill Doomsauce's mouth with these rocks that we have right here. We're putting the walls up right in his mouth right there, but it's not going to be enough to kill him just yet. Car's taking a ton of damage, though. Too much damage, and we get a triple Anvil of Dawn, putting down more, putting more damage right onto them. Sea-Host falling up, Sea-Host putting tons of damage into him, Jaggy finishing off the kill, and Global fall right after the silence is there, and it'll be silence from the Skogs as they fall down finally. This Phoenix will fall, and so will the game. I love how he put down those Nagas, and they just went anywhere else. They didn't go for the minions. They were looking at the minions. They're like, they just went for the minions. They were not interested in helping them siege, but it doesn't matter because they are able to siege by themselves. The King's Court start this game off with an absolute roar, and the middle of it is a slogfest between them. But eventually they come back around, they wrap it around, and they close it out for themselves. King's Court take game one. We got to see this before we close out. I need to know, how many wards did Kaizo place? How many wards? I got to see it. Hold on. What, place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. It's got to be 5, right? It's going to be 5, or is it going to be 0? It's going to be the donut. He placed 7! He's changed! Anyway, that game was really, really well played by TKC in that they just kind of... Kaizo shut down any operation that was trying to be done. Carr tried to make something happen, and the funny Ganesha 2 button was pressed, right? He grabbed him, he locked him down, he put him in the pillars. Any engage that happened, it was a CC setup, and then Dharmic pillars, right after that CC tags him, grab him, lock him down, put him down. These double hunters shredded through the objectives. NMR was kind of a lone agent at points, but also was making sure to get his lanes ahead. Snatty also kind of just had Carr's number. So we're going to have to, if we're the Skogs, we're going to have to kind of clean our wounds right there, remake it, and come right through again. We'll be back after the short break. Get yourself a snack, maybe a drink. We'll see you soon. Once more, we are back. The Skogs versus TKC. I'm Not a Valve Game, joined on production by the Nova Shark himself. We have the Skogs versus TKC Athens division. Week 1. Last game, we had a bit of a dominant start out by TKC, but it did end up evening up towards the middle of the game. It was pretty interesting, actually. But Sea-Host absolutely dropped a nuclear bomb on this Neath. So I think we're going to show it a bit more respect this time. The bans may change, the bans may not. This time in slot, it was Ares for this first ban, so we'll see if the Skogs go to that again, or if they look elsewhere. The Princess Bari did go to the Skogs, but it seemed to have, while it did have big impact, it wasn't enough to win them the game. So we'll have to see what they change up this time. Skogs still deciding on their ban. I wouldn't be surprised to just see them take out the Neath immediately. It is a, you know, it's difficult to say though, because you are enabling them to get either, you know, the Ares they could look towards, the same stuff, you know, what you banned away last time, the Kali, and I'm going to be honest, I don't want everybody to have, anybody to have Kali, let alone, you know, NMR or Jaggy. You could run it in ADC. You could also run it in mid, although I don't think Kali's a Sea-Host character. While I think he's capable of playing it, that is not a Sea-Host god. Sea-Host is a mage, you know, mid laner. He plays some hunters, but like he's a mid laner, traditional mid laner kind of guy. He doesn't really do the, you know, the Pele's, the Kalis, the Hunbatses. He might do Chalk, right? But I wouldn't really see him doing Kali. It does seem to be taking a little bit for the Skogs to, you know, decide on what exactly they want to do. I do want to see a bit more attention paid to their mid lane. Give Globe a character that he can get active early on, because Globe was really their saving grace for most of that game. Give him something he can get a bit more active early on and allow him to facilitate. Neath is the ban away. That is, I'm not surprised. Guan Yu in return. Ares could be the follow-up ban, or it could just be the Kali again. It's one or the other, more than likely. We'll see. It is the Ares. And now TKC will respond back. We'll see what they go towards. It is the Pele. So Kali being banned away will mean that there is still, a variety open. As previously stated at the start of the last game, Aladdin and the Morgan are not allowed in Olympus. Olympus Smite League right now, they are both banned characters by the league. So neither of these teams will be picking or playing them. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Skogs take away Kali unless they really want to play for it. It would be interesting to see if they do play for it, but I'm sure Karmic and Globe are both capable of playing it, but Globe also, I don't know if he's a Kali kind of guy. Thor is the ban away, so there will be Kali up unless TKC take it away. Princess Bari will be up as well. The Susanna was also banned away last time, but TKC will ban the Kali. So Princess Bari is up again. They could look to take this Ullr away from TKC, away from Jaggy if they want to. But I really do think it is still just Bari. Even though it didn't go absurd last game, it did a lot of work, and I think you just grab Princess Bari. The character is just too good. I don't see a reason why you would ever just not play Princess Bari if it's given to you. The Skogs agree. We'll see what they do in TKC this time. Ullr is still up, so they might just go straight back to that. Default right back to that. Last time Susanna was banned away, I don't think TKC is going to pick that in first slot in their top two. They're going to pick Ullr and likely going to pair it with... You could grab the Ganesha again, just to grab it in slot. You could also grab the Agni, and they will. I don't know if Seho is going to be taking this Agni or if he's going to be taking the Ullr. My, Smite 2 self is thinking Agni ADC, Ullr mid, but because of the team it might just be Agni mid, Ullr ADC. Also, the roles down there are wrong. It is Jaggy in support. They lied to us beforehand. And I knew they were, but it's just, you gotta believe them, Chalk, locked in here, could go mid for Globe. Very well could go mid for Globe, and that almost confirms it for me as the Mordred is locked in. Carr going Mordred, Chalk will be going mid for Globe, which is very interesting. This Chalk, with this aspect of Fumulation, it adds a little bit of extra damage to his kit. Granted, I still think there is merit to base Chalk, but if you're going him in the mid lane, you're going full damage with him, there is no reason to go non-aspect Chalk. The Athena is locked in here for Kaizo here. This is something that he usually defaults to when it's either he wants to have a quick game or he wants to just get stuff done. This is a Kaizo pick. He loves this pick. He used to slam it all the time in Smite 1, and I'm not surprised to see him do it in Smite 2. It's also pretty good into this Chalk, into this Mordred. It just locks them down and puts them in a corner. The Apollo throws a wrench into their draft a little bit. This Athena also could just go solo. This Apollo also could go solo. This Ullr could also go solo. Judging by what Snatty has been playing a lot recently, I do think it may just be Ullr or Apollo solo. And judging by who he's playing with, Kaizo does really like this Athena. It's something he does like going to. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him go to that, but we'll have to see with their last pick. Susano being hovered and locked in by Karmic, pairing that with the Ganesha by Doom Sauce allows him to keep his team a bit safer. Those Dharmic Pillars help a lot, but he doesn't have the same level of setup that the TKC did last time for the Ganesha. I know it's weird saying you have setup for your support, but those Dharmic Pillars sometimes are a bit tricky. And having a guaranteed just lockdown point for those Dharmic Pillars is amazing. The Skogs are going to have to go without it. There is a lot of damage on the Skogs. Like, a lot of damage. Their CC, though, is a little lackluster. You've got, a knockback. You've got a pull-in from the Susano. You've got a grab from the Ganesha. But most of it is what I like to call high committal CC. In that you have to, high committal CC is something you have to commit either your body or a large cooldown for it. An ultimate, or you have to put yourself really in harm's way to use it. So Chalk Ultimate is a high committal CC because you're doing both of those things. Susanoo Ultimate is a high committal CC because you're burning an ultimate. Susanoo 2 is also a high committal CC because you're bringing a target towards you. Whereas Ganesha 2 is somewhat in the middle because you're usually tanky, but you're also putting your body forward. Ganesha Grab is for sure a high committal CC. So, that point is kind of, they're very commit focused. Whereas TKC can kind of pick and choose their fights. The Baron Samedi is an interesting pickup for sure. It could be Baron Samedi solo, Ullr jungle, Apollo ADC, Athena support, Agni mid. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm calling right here. I don't think Baron Samedi's going anywhere but solo lane. It could go support, and Athena's going solo, but I also think Snatty doesn't enjoy playing something like Athena solo. Just the way he plays, I don't think he wants to just forfeit lane like that to Carr, especially last game. He kind of had Carr's number. He doesn't want to forfeit like that. But we will be going into game very, very shortly. As I would be surprised to see him go on this Athena. And he does not. He goes on the Baron Samedi. I'm not surprised about. And it does look like they do swap. They do swap this time, so the roles are correct. It is Jaggy on the Athena. That emoji right there is Jaggy, and I will refer to him as such for the rest of the match, because I am not trying to speak that. Kaizo, playing the Apollo. It's something that he's actually comfortable with in playing in support. A lot of time he'll build the Lardian bow is something that is incredibly powerful. I'm going to see how Jaggy does on the support. That's the real question mark. Because Jaggy is a bit of a... How do I put this? I need to be very careful with my words here. Inter, when it comes to the support role. He had some pretty interesting performances in scouting games with the support. So we'll have to see how he does this time around. So... we have the comp kind of shaped out how I expected it to on the side of the King's Court. You got the Baron in the solo. You got the Athena in the support. You got the Chalk in the mid. You got the Ullr in the jungle. Looks like Baron Samedi is starting to tag he's starting off by tagging the smalls on his blue, getting those, and then going to wave. He's just trying to get enough XP to where he's not, waiting till level 2 to get out-cleared, out-poked, and then Mordred to just possibly kill him. That's just kind of how this lane is right now. I personally prefer a different kind of start, but that's neither here nor there. But junglers start a certain way, and you have to kind of adapt to that. See, in the dual lane, a bit of aggression from Mario Bro with that dash in 1. And the grab now onto the Athena, but in the mid lane, there's an even more interesting fight, because NMR is putting some good damage into Karmic, but Karmic taking even more damage. He walks in, he has no regard for NMR right now. The secure onto the speed buff does go to NMR right there. So that is a good lockdown. The chase, though, there isn't really no chase. I thought there was going to be a bit more, but it looks like there's a bit more in the solo lane. Some good trading back and forth as the lane's kind of even out. I say that. Duo side, tons of damage going into Kaizo, and Kaizo might fall down. The Aegis is used to keep himself safe for now. And Jaggy trying to peel away. We'll save Kaizo for now, but Kaizo, he's greeting for this. Ooh, I was really hoping like some archers would blast him and he would fall down from that. That would have been peak comedy. But unfortunately for me, it is not peak comedy right now. We have, a normal Smite 2 game. Back towards the mid lane goes the mid jungle right here, and we're back to a neutral state. I wouldn't be surprised to see Globe get a bit more active. This is what I wanted, by the way, from Globe. I wanted to see him be on a pick he can get more active. This Chalk is something. You get an item online, and then you want to get active. Especially into a pick like this Agni. Granted, I don't think Chalk has a very easy time killing Agni by himself, but Chalk also can just axe throw, and Agni loses like 200 health in the early game. And that sucks for Agni. I am hoping that Globe gets active on the map, but it looks like he's already trying to get some invades off, especially with this Hunter jungle. Granted, it's Uller, so he does have a bit more fight back than some, some other picks. But you can try to abuse this Uller. These extra, damage, these extra warrior stats are nice. And you see these chunks, 150 going right into Seahost's dome right there. It's a risky game for Seahost right now. NMR TPing over to this left side. Some decent damage going into Jaggy, but nothing to write home about. They definitely heard that. Yeah, no, NMR's walking up, trying to go on a Doomsauce. Doomsauce jukes it while Mario Bro blasts him back with that dash. No kills, just These elementals should just go straight to Car. Karmic should not pick up these rocks. He shouldn't have picked up any of them. Maybe that one is fine, but Karmic does not have any mixed scaling. I think if a character has mixed scaling and they're the ones clearing it with you, all those rocks should go to that mixed scaling character, because that gives you strength and intelligence. No matter your character, no matter who it is, if you pick up the rock, you get strength and intelligence. Car has strength and intelligence scaling on almost everything in his kit. Whereas Karmic only has strength scaling, and his intelligence scaling comes from like his basic attacks, and that's 30%. That doesn't matter. Some aggression here. Is NMR gonna jump over the wall? Okay, no, he just threw a brew. He tossed his brew real quick. I thought he was gonna jump. I'd be shocked. Snatty decided to go into this aspect of Hysteria as well. I think on Baron Samedi solo it makes a lot more sense than going it on Baron Samedi support, because you're not around a lot of people for a long period of time in the game. So getting that extra damage is very nice. Some decent damage going into Globe. Looks like Athena trying to get the gold chalices. Some aggression. Athena ultimate comes down. I think he tags Seahost by accident, but Karmic burns the Typhoon anyway. On the chase, trying to catch somebody. They will catch Doomsauce. Doomsauce catches Kaizo on the ground. That's not Kaizo, that's Jaggy. Wrong person. And I'm definitely going to mess it up like 3 more times. But still, nothing going on just yet.
Very nice.
We'll have to see if they decide to go early on to this Gold Fury, because this time they still have decent shred for it. Agni has pretty decent damage. You've got Uller, who's got pretty solid damage, and this Apollo has great damage. You got Sunders on both supports, so they'll have that secure, but the contest is also there. But Storm Call, Shock Ultimate, will make the secure much harder, so they have to play that around that cooldown. The best secure ability on the map is definitely Storm Call. Agni Bombs are decent, but you also have to time them correctly to space them out, whereas Storm Call is just a flat damage amount. And when you're building this full damage shock, it's a good amount of damage. Mid lane, though, bit of an engagement coming down. Globe looking for NMR, and he will tag him with Karmic. Karmic picking up first blood for himself. Very nice, very nice. Bit of a turnaround here, and it looks like we're trying to get active here. We're trying to turn around Jaggy real quick and put him down. Turn him into the dirt, and we will get another kill for the Skogs. Looks like we're trying to get another one from Karmic. Aegis burned, and it's on the chase on a Kaizo. Kaizo taking a good deal of damage, and Karmic will take enough tower shots. He'll get one more, and he'll get put down. Kaizo picking up a kill for himself. A la tower. And Amar jumped over the wall. He's trying to kill Mario Bro. He can't switch stances because he's silenced. He's grabbed. He's locked. He's put up in the air. They're looking to chase him down. He misses the shot, but Doomsauce is under threat. Doomsauce taking a lot of damage. Doomsauce may be doomed just here. Axe chop him down. Snatty gets a kill on a car on the right side, but NMR cleans up another one on a Mario Bro. Gold Fairy being pulled now. This is very expected. Sunbeam Bow on the Kaizo. So now you got NMR doing the damage with this Uller. You've got Kaizo with the Sunbeam Bow. You got Athena. Athena tanking it up. So this will be an easy secure. Seahost comes in with the bomb, tags him, locks it down, and that's an easy secure right there. Uller invading this purple buff here. He has to be careful though, because Karmic is floating on the side trying to grab something. It looks like they are just going to grab this knocker cannon. Kaizo looking to just farm it up here again. Not trying to... I thought he was possibly pathing towards the Queen Naga, which would have been insufferably stupid. But he was not. This Baron Samdi Mordred matchup, though, I really think is just based on which player knows the matchup better or which player knows the lane better. And in this case, it is just kind of snatty. Because right now, as Carr, Baron has an item. You don't want to fight him. And yeah. Seos goes down in mid, though. Globe and Karmic teaming up together to get these kills has been very, very good. I think Carr needs to just bide his time. He doesn't want to fight into the Baron Samdi. You have to play it back. You cannot fight into this guy anymore, especially now that he's got 2 kills under his belt. You're building into a Spirit Robe now, which will help you a little bit, but you've got no way to sustain yourself. Where the Baron Samdi does have ways to sustain himself. Caught in for Jaggy, but will be a little bit of damage returned. Look at this left side now. A little aggression. I'm very concerned that they might just... Doomsauce might just go for it, and it's just not gonna work. Because if that just goes poorly for them... Because this lead is nice here. The silence is very nice as well. Carr gets soloed out again. No, Uller was there that time. This is just a pickings in this lane now, because Animar can come over here. If Pursue the Weak is down, then Snatty can just pull him in with the life of the party. Carr's got to play it back. Carr just has to play this back. He has to wait. He has to let Globe and Karmic kind of just get ahead, keep their lead, farm up, and play your role later on. Good damage going into TKC right now. The Dharma Pillars drops, but the dash comes through anyway. He doesn't care about all the damage that's going to his head. Maybe he should, because it's too much. Mario Bro putting him down. Chases on, though, looking for Doomsauce. Can we find him? Uller comes around. There's a good silence out from the Ganesha, but Snatty tags him. Snatty's here. Snatty will finish up that kill. He's looking for another one. Good damage going on to Mario Bro, but we're looking for the chase. Globe not able to tag him with that axe. They will not tag him down. Decent damage, but Karmic finishes off NMR. He's looking for one more. He doesn't find the kill onto Jaggy, which means Jaggy will slip away. Good slow by Globe, but Globe not able to hit that Storm Call. Actually, Karmic will tag him down finally. And Seahost has finished off Karmic because Karmic stood on the path of flames. That's brutal. Kaizo's in now, though, and he's whiffing auto attack after auto attack. It's okay, though, because Globe is biding his time. The Mez is good, and finally Seahost will come in, shutting down Globe. Double kill going in the pocket of the mid laner of TKC. Man, this is hard. I'm actually trying to do this like seriously and not just by myself normally. Anyway, fight's still going on. Doomsauce and Mario Bro are still looking to brawl. Jaggy's still looking to fight, but Kaizo wants none of it. He'll walk away. They're walking back in. They're dancing back and forth, trying to get this purple buff. Now that Uller's here, this is very, very risky for the side of the Skogs. Doomsauce is dead. Do not try and help him, brother. He tried to help him. Dash 1 is good. Dash 2 doesn't get him far away enough. NMR on the chase. The stun tags him. Mario Bro is dead. It's only a matter of time. Unless NMR just chokes this, as that is the worst choke I've seen. Brother, that is brutal. And Jaggy died for it. Wow. That's crazy. Maybe he's choking on some like rocket fuel or something. Man's a rocket scientist, so maybe he's choking on some rocket fuel or something. I have no idea. That's real, by the way. That is real. He is a rocket scientist. No, it's very real. Anyway, the mid lane looks like Karmic is trying to get active on a Seahost. Does Seahost have any idea? I don't think he does. He does now that the Storm Call just literally, that Globe just casted that right on him. What did you expect to happen there? I'm sorry, this is so BM, but what did you think? Do you think that he wouldn't know that, like, something was gonna happen? Anyway. Karmic gets that, uses the Typhoon to make sure it gets secured, which is nice. I think that's a perfectly acceptable use. Again, we're fighting in duo side. Diamond Pillars comes down. No kills just yet, but we have a very, very low Kaizo caster. But Go Fury still being pulled regardless by TKC. Snatty is over here. Good damage going down. It is going to be secured by TKC. Quick and easy. On the walkout is TKC. What is... Carr is looking to get aggressive now. Over here. Pursue the weak burn. There's trying to tag one. He tags Kaizo. Kaizo goes up in the air. There's some good damage. The grab is there, and it will be finished off. Sunder used. Mario Bro gets it. Tower goes down, and we're looking for Jaggy. We're looking for more. We want to tag him. We want to grab him. We want to throw him up in the sky, but do we even need to? Good damage from Carr. The dash is good from the Athena. Tagged by the Uller Axe means they're going to be slowed down and shoved away.
Your right tower is under attack.
Ugh. Anyway, as production's pointing out, the Helmet of Radiance. This has been an item that's kind of really shown up recently for a lot of these mage solo laners. Baron Samedi being a very good user of it. It's just a lot of prots. A lot of protection, a lot of physical protection that allows you to just kind of be in the middle of the fight. A character like Baron Samedi isn't like that long-range caster mage, something like the Agni, something like the Kukulkan, the Hecate even. That's hilarious. Elbozo to Snatty right there. Anyway, you're not even gonna go pick up the rocks? Oh, Globe's in danger. Never mind, he's chalk. But the Helm of Radiance is still a very strong item, especially with these brawly mages, right? I even like it on the Ganesha solo, the ones that with the aspect Ganesha solo. But it looks like they're getting the aspect this Ganesha has right now is what he wants, violence. He leaps away with that wind sprite. Uller on the chase, off the mark with the one arrow over the head, but he will hit the axe, and the bladed arrow will tag him. Agni gets the stun. Good damage going into the Doom Sauce, and he's looking like he needs some help. Carr comes around, pursue the weak, trying to tag one, but he misses everybody. He tags up one in the mid lane. He tags Snatty, but that's not the target you want. Phantom Shell burn. Dash, tag one with the abilities, trying to slip away, but Carr able to make enough space to keep himself from falling down just now. Globe completely choked the ultimate. Oh my goodness. He tried to blink over the wall while in the storm call, and unfortunately, I think he got put in combat. That's actually what happened. No, he got put in combat by something, and he tried to blink over the wall, and he couldn't. That's brutal for Globe right there, because that actually completely ruined the fight for the Skogs. The Skogs are falling apart at the seams. Karmic falls down. There is a kill. Doom Sauce, by the help of the orb, will give Karmic the kill right there from the grave. Oh, I didn't see it at first, but no, I think there was a basic attack that hit him right before he blinked, and he didn't notice it because he was charging up the ultimate. Oh, that's brutal. And that was also brutal, the murder that just happened right in front of my eyes. Oh, it's falling apart for the Skogs. Dooms. I'm just gonna pretend like we didn't see that, even though we all did. I like the ambition, honestly. It's just that we tried to dash and we got Uller axed. And we died. TKC looking strong, though, and that's looking strong, too. Carr not feeling strong right now. The heal is good, but it's not good enough. NMR tagging him, and that's a real good kill. Jaggy gets the taunt in, and you blink and you miss it. Because Globe blinked, and now he's in oblivion. TKC have suddenly taken this game right by the wheel and has stepped on the gas. Full Fury pulled and is being done by the Skogs now, but do they have enough time to do this? Kaizo's here. Kaizo's looking to get active. Karmic will secure it. But they're still trying to chase him down. Karmic walked in and got tagged by the CC, locked down. And NMR's on the chase. The land down is good, but Mario Bro trying to stay alive. The dance is there, but it's not enough to dance out of your danger. Doom Sauce on the run, but Doom Sauce is caught, locked down, and too much damage. Doom Sauce falls. Reset into Fire Giant is what TKC are looking for. Suddenly, this just turned into an absolute bloodbath, and the King's Court are the ones that's drawing it. You know, like that's just, oh, just draw me my warm bloodbath, please. Like, man, we've decided we wanted murder, and that's what we're getting. TKC pulling this Fire Giant now. It does look like the Skogs are like feigning contention. Because you see Globe and you see the Pursue the Weak was popped to try to get into that, but it's way too soon. Globe gonna walk at and will blink in. Globe steals it away and teleports out. Now that is how you play fucking Jock. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm getting fined. I'm gonna get fined. Oh, that was amazing. That was clean. That was so clean. Oh. Oh my god. That's what happens when you Google perfection right there. Oh, that was amazing. Well done by Globe right there. He threw the axe down, he hit the storm call, he stole it, and he warped away. Not a scratch on him. It looks like TKC wants some blood. They want something in return, but it looks like the Skogs have doubled their efforts. Jaggy's on the side. They don't know that Jaggy's there. I think once Jaggy shows himself, they're going to see, but it looks like they're aggressing on Snatty. The aggression is here, though, and it's both teams. Seahost will be very late, and so will Carr, but I think Seahost will be here first. Good damage. The Dharmic Pillars pops. Mario Bro takes one. Karmic takes another. Globe will fall. But Karmic has pursued the weak, and we see who's looking weak right now. It's this Apollo. Mario Bro will fall, looking pretty weak himself, but Doom Sauce looking to res with this Infernal Dagger. He will get it. Carr rooting down the Uller. We grab the Uller. We force his beads. He has to leap away. Oh, this was so good for the Skogs. Then it became so bad. It became so good again. Karmic gets a slash through, putting down Kaizo. And we're getting blown up again. Okay, no, we're fine. Wow. He's aggressing into Seahost again. You gotta be careful right there. That's the god of fire. You're playing with fire right there. You gotta be real careful, because that guy can just fold you like a lawn chair. Uh-oh. Speaking of folding, we're gonna fold Doom Sauce. Carr wasn't aware of it. He didn't see him. Now the funny Uller guy is coming in. He's throwing an axe at him. Uller looking to lock down. He gets locked down, but is Carr going to be able to kill him in time? He will. Doom Sauce actually picks up the kill for himself. How is that possible? He's not Aspect. Oh. I think that was actually just, it shows him on the kill feed, but it gives the kill credit. No, it didn't give the kill credit to Carr. He's cheating. Mods, remove him. Eliminate him. This game has become such a clown fiesta. I've been saying swear words on the cast, like it's a mess. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just... Ancient Fury picked up by the King's Court. Carr's here, looking to get some aggression in. The Wind Sprite used, and Pursue the Weak, the tag two. Up into the sky goes both carries. A Globe comes in, lands down with a Storm Call, and we're calling your death right there. Knocked up is Seahost, and put down. Karmic tags him. We're on the chase on a Jaggy here, but Jaggy's able to warp away to Snatty, who's at their back, at Skog's back amps. Getting some farm. Karmic's gonna grab NMR in mid. NMR is dead. It's a push down mid lane angle, and we're looking to push down for this Phoenix. Car's on left side. They're gonna set up the wave state and left. Probably push that down afterwards. Stampede used? No, that's the Baron too. I'm just delusional. We'll see how many delusions we have after we take down. Globe just got popped by Jaggy's 3. Oh my goodness. What is happening right now? Pursue the Weak is on the chase. That's what's happening. We're going to tag him, bring him up into the sky, see if we can take down Statty. But Statty's got a good Aegis to follow up. We get a heal. We get a life of the party, but there's no more life to be had at this party. Baron Samedi falls down. Apollo's back. He kills Mario, bro. We're looking to put some more numbers in on ourselves here, but he can't hit any autos. He's missing all these basic attacks, but Cios is here to save him. What a mess. What a mess. And we got Karmic here to clean up the mess and make more of a mess himself. Wow. We've got a bloodbath, for sure. A bloodbath. It is absolutely brutal. Looks like the King's Court are picking up this Gold Fury now. Doom Sauce is here. Are we just gonna kill Doom Sauce? Oh, here comes the highest skill thing in the game, and Doom Sauce flopped it. The Wind Sprite against Gold Fury Wall is the highest skill thing in Smite 2. And unfortunately, Doom Sauce did not have enough skill to finish it off. But this time around, he's made enough skill, enough space to make sure Globe gets in to kill Seahouse. But will Seahouse be able to slip away? Does he have enough time? He'll be able to teleport over, but NMR slips away, doesn't get hit by that turret. And now they're on the run. Can they finish off this kill? The tag is good on the axe, but it's not enough. That was a really good double jump by Doom, though. That was like a really big double jump. Oh no. Oh, Baron's here. No, we're fine. What has this game devolved into, man? I'm getting myself a McFlurry after this. This is insane. Oh my god. What? Oreo? McFlurry? That's what flavor.
The Pyromancer has arrived.
Again, the funny thing is, I'm having a one-sided conversation because they can't hear you. Nobody can hear you other than me, which makes this even more. It's like I'm talking to nobody. Oh my god. Oh, this is madness. Madness. We'll see how the madness continues, though. On the right side, they're posturing around Pyromancer. You see Carr. I think they're fully aware that they're here. Pursue the Weak tags one. Kaizo goes up into the sky, and we'll see if he lands back down. He lands into a tornado. But Mordred is on the chase. Mordred's looking to lock him down. He will finish him off. But Jaggy fell as well. So now the Skogs have a bit of a push in. Can go for this Fire Giant. Carr's low, though. So Carr's going to have to back away from this. Somebody else other than Mario Bro also has to be hitting this. Because Mario Bro's damage is not crazy high because of the way he's built. He's built a more ability caster sort of build. So we got to be careful. Mario Bro on this by himself. What are we doing here, boys? Are we doing this? Or are we not? Karmic just seems to be dancing with the other team. Doom Sauce pops the Dharmic Pillars. Tags 2 briefly, but the rain comes down from Globe. A huge area denial. Run away from NMR. Tag down. Dagger grabbed. Fire Giant secured. The Skogs suddenly are just in the driver's seat completely.
The Pyromancer.
All right. I needed a breather for a moment. I needed a breather. Because the amount of crazy stuff that's going on in this game is just here. There's just fighting, and then there's... Like, I feel like it's just been an arena game for most of it. But now we've calmed down. We've returned to Conquest. We've returned back to the Conquest map. We're getting objectives. Carr passed the skill check. They're waiting for this... They were waiting for, I believe, a tower to go down. I don't know exactly what they were waiting for on that Gold Fury. They just kind of stopped hitting it. It was kind of weird. Were they waiting for the Phoenix to respawn or something? That might have been it. That's probably what it was. They were waiting for the Phoenix to respawn. I'm supposed to be watching the minimap too. I'm doing a lot of things now, and a lot of it is recovering from the just what has been going on in this game. Doom Sauce might be looking pretty doomed now, but the Dharmic Pillars are big there. Doesn't mean he's gonna get anything from it though, and now Globe is under threat. Storm Call used for protection. Pursue the Weak tags too, brings him up into the sky. We're gonna bring him back up, back down, back up. Brought up by the Typhoon, but it's not enough to get anything just yet. Karmic's gonna have to back away, and it looks like this fight is kind of a wash. Really big wash right there. Doom Sauce fell down, and now there's going to be no kills. We're going to reset out of Jaggy. I think. Yeah, we'll be able to reset and, you know, recollect ourselves. NMR's looking for something. You see him. He's looking for somebody. He found somebody he doesn't want to fight. He found Mordred. He's just looking at him. Athena's here now. Athena won't be able to catch up. The runaway is good.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
I actually love this pickup from Doom Sauce here. The Jade Scepter. It looks like we're trying to pick up Mario Bro, though. Mario Bro numbers falling down. Jade Scepter is nice because you get to knock him in a corner, but it looks like we're putting him in a coffin right now because Carr falls down. The King's Court have come back to it. The Raid's going to come down and interrupt them both. Globe through. Anyway. Oh, NMR's dead! And so is Jaggy! What is going on? A Doom Sauce could walk around the corner and take 1 billion damage. Never mind, he's fine. They're trying to siege mid, despite not having any ranged characters. The blink in is good, though. They're looking for Snatty, and Snatty gets the Aegis, which is nice, but the push in from Doom Sauce is not enough to secure anything other than the death of himself and Karmic. Globe falls right after. Triple kill going to Kaizo. That means we're going to walk it down mid and maybe get a Phoenix. Maybe we'll get something here. But it's been a lot of blood. I also just noticed this. You didn't capitalize the A in my name. Oh my god. It's so over. It's so over.
I won't let you down.
Athena coming down. They're looking, and this. What is Carr doing? Carr's looking to pursue the Weak here. He doesn't tag anybody. He goes right past my window with that. And unfortunately, Cosmetic Mordred. Dash in on the Mario Bro. They got the taunt. I believe the beads are burned. They were burned. And now we're resetting to go back towards this Fire Giant. A question mark popped by somebody on that. That's so toxic.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
Oh my god. I can't believe you didn't capitalize the A. Anyway. That's just... skill issue by you. Honestly. Anyway. King's Court. King's Court are looking to possibly pull this this Pyromancer. But it looks like they're kind of afraid to posture for it. They don't want to over-aggress. NMR is here kind of just waiting to see if he can catch anybody out. He's sitting in this bush on left side. He's not visible. And he's not going to pick up these coins either, even though he's not visible. When he does that, you can, you know, hide at the edge of the bush. Looks like they're cleaning up this next wave. A Phoenix down does mean somebody has to respond to it. Looks like now they're still just kind of posturing. There's nobody wants to start the fight because I feel like every time somebody starts a fight, it just goes bad in both ways. Like everybody loses. Nobody's winning. Nobody wins. It's like the lottery. Just nobody wins, even if you win, you know? Because you got to pay taxes on the lottery. It's just... I am... If I'm Doom Sauce here, I'm not walking up to this Baron Sanity ever without anybody near me. Sonic gets tagged by the axe and loses a quarter of his health, but NMR's losing more of his health as he teleports in. Mordred pops Pursue the Weak to tag Baron Sanity. Baron Sanity goes up in the life of the party. Wrap around grab. Leaving line used to try to stall out some time, but Dance comes down to try to stall out more time. Car lives. Kaizo dies. Athena ultimate burned, but Athena will perish as well. Karmic finishing off that kill for himself. The Skogs have some fight back in the set. Game 1 was brutal, but the Skogs have woken up and they want this. The King's Court got to clean it up. 700 gold separate these two teams. 33 minutes in. Fire Giant being pulled now by the Skogs. As they dance around here. Good tag. Globe blinks in with the Chalk ultimate. And Snatty falls down right after. Chase is on, though. We tag Seahouse. Seahouse is going to fall right afterwards. The torrent is not even needed because the slash with the axe is enough to take him down. Globe shutting down Seahouse. NMR's the only one up, and Globe could just stand here menacingly. Fire Giant secured. Dagger in Karmic's pocket.
Your right Phoenix is under attack.
So, we'll be have momentum. I say momentum, and the momentum is the arrows going through your skull right there. Momentum. Globe falls down into the dirt. NMR getting a pick for himself. Look at this guy. He hears somebody, he locks onto him, he tags Mario Bro, and that is a huge amount of damage. Barry on the chase, though, looking to get some good damage back. It's not enough. Karmic trying to catch up. He doesn't have enough speed to get him. Realistically, I think the King's Court just need to slow it down and play their comp a bit more how it should. I mean, they have a very, you taunt somebody, and then you just dump your damage into them. You pull them in with this Baron Samedi ultimate, you dump your damage into them. You're looking for the setup CC, and just allow your hunters to go crazy with it. Allow your Agni to dump his damage into it. And I feel like they're just fighting a bit too separated, a bit too scrappy. Whereas the Skogs love that scrappy style because of the way their team is built. Mordred wants to separate a fight. He wants to soak cooldowns. Shock is coming in with a blink, with that storm call, and just blowing people up. Karmic is coming in after those cooldowns are absorbed and just blowing people up. NMR is literally just standing in the grass menacingly. He didn't see Karmic. He didn't see Karmic, which is dangerous. The Athena ult is used, but it's not enough from Karmic to stop NMR from getting away. We're still waiting on this now. You see Mordred is stopping the backs now. He's looking to slow them down. He stopped Snatty, but he didn't stop anybody else. It's only Snatty here now. Pursue the weak burn. He'll tag Snatty up into the sky, but I don't think Snatty really cares too much. There's some good damage going his way, and I do think Mordred does eventually win this, but Kaiser resets. The rest of the team is in mid lane. Mordred just doing a ton of damage. Snatty will lose this eventually. There's just too much damage from this Mordred, too much safety from this Mordred. He can avoid a lot, but Snatty's making good space. Snatty has to play this fight very, very well to win it. Looks like the boys are wrapping back around, and now Karmic's on the way, which means, rip Baron Samedi. Oh, you missed the pull! You missed the pull. Bakar's finally catching up. There's some good damage back, but Bakar will finally get the kill to Karmic. Well, didn't we just see this a second ago? He's like, I don't want that guy. That guy can kill me. I don't want him. Who's next? Like, no, he wasn't waiting for him. He's doing the classic right here. He's playing the map. And by playing the map, I mean he's going to walk under Phoenixes with Ancient Fury procced on them, and he's going to kill them. That's what NMR does. NMR likes to do that a lot. And he'll get it here because he's a hunter. Carr just seems to be ignoring him. Granted, he can't end the game. So, I think it's fine to ignore him for now. Good damage going into the team of TKC now. Athena being able to slip away. Apollo barely making it away. Mid Phoenix falls, but NMR in the meantime getting 2 Phoenixes over on right and on mid. Another Phoenix getting under threat. Pursue the weak burn, but we're looking to tag somebody down. We don't tag anybody, but we're in on the back. We have 2 here. It's Agni and Apollo tagging down 1. Mario Bro numbers falls right down. We're on the chase looking for Carr. We get the Sunder on a Doom Sauce, and we will finish Doom Sauce right after Carr falls, and that's almost a full wipe. We've got 1 in its globe, and will you be able to chase them around the globe for enough time, or will you be able to get away? NMR looking to split the option, and it does. He gets the axle, split his skull open, and that should be the game for TKC. What a clown fiesta. The cast, the game, all of it. A clown fiesta. I'm getting my McFlurry.
Your Titan is under attack.
Oh, God. Oh my goodness. TKC 2-0, the Djungleskogs. However, I don't think it was an easily earned 2 O's. I think it's just, that was a brutal, that game 2 especially was absolutely brutal between both of them. Anyway, I gotta check the statistic. How many wars did Kaizo place even though he wasn't in support? We gotta look. We gotta look. Is it gonna be less or more than 7? I think it's gonna be more. Let's see. Let's see. He plays 0! He's back to himself. We found him. He's not trapped in a basement somewhere. Okay. He's okay. He's alright. He's safe, friends. The Sea Host is a warder, man. He is a warder. Alright, well, that's going to be it from me today. It's been me. I've been joined by Nova on the Olympus Smite League. This has been Athens Week 1. This was the Djungleskogs versus the King's Court, where the King's Court took a 2-0, but it was not an easy fought battle for sure. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night.